What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to pull comps and create a comp map using MapRight. So how we pull comps, you can use the MLS, whatever one you're subscribed to, or if you're just not subscribed to an MLS yet, just hop over here to land.com, sign into our account, and this is how you do it from here. So this is the easiest way we found to do it. The MLS also has a few on there, but you should be able to find what you need just using land.com. So log into our account. It'll bring you to this property control center. You would run over here to search all comps. So then it would pop you over to this page. We always search by county. It's the easiest way to do it. If you search by city, sometimes people have the city wrong. And it just becomes a headache. Obviously, you don't want to do it for the whole state. That's too broad of a range. So search by county. We're going to do Logan County, Oklahoma. And then you would jump down to the next section, which would be dates sold. Always use the range. You can do the last 30 days, last 7 days. Chances are you're not going to find much. So we try to stretch it out on a year basis. You can do a year, 365 to maybe a little less, to right around the 180-day range. Stretch it out to a year. It makes it easier. You can sort through the amount of comps there. It'll kind of give you a broad range, and you can search. So let's search for a year. Within the last year, I don't ever put a price in. Most of the time, if you're pulling comps, you may not know the price of the area. So skip this part. Let's hop down here into property details, and this is a key thing to do. You would do, let's just say we're looking for acreage from the 80 to 200 acre range. Once you've done that, and this is just on vacant land. Obviously, if there's you're wanting to pull comps on land and home, you would add in the home details over in this column. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll jump into search comparable sales. Boom, there we've got it. We've got two properties that have sold in the last year, one earlier this year and one November of last year. One sold for $31.50 an acre, and the other one for $26.87.50 an acre. So we're going to go with the most recent sale, which is this top one here of 2022. Click details, and it should pull up. Yep. So this property has been sold, which is what we were looking for. Hop down here to the map, zoom out a little bit so you kind of get an idea of where it's at. So it's located in between Perkins and Langston on the south side of the Cimarron. Okay, so you would go over here to MapRight, and I've already got the property pulled up, but you could go in between Perkins and Langston. Zoom into the south side of the area, and it looks like this guy split up a 160 and sold it off in two 280s here. So we know he sold this side for $31.50 an acre. So that's the one we're going to pull the comp on. For now, since he sold both sides of it, I'm assuming both sides of it, you could label both sides, create you a boundary map right down the middle to show 80 here, 80 there, but for the sake of the video, let's just do it this way. So let's put a star on that property. So we know it sold for $31.50 an acre, which is $252,000. So you would go over to the label tool, type in the sold date, which would be 1/4/22. Go ahead and put sold in front of that. Return. We know it's sold for $252,000 or $31.50 an acre. And there you have it, simple as that. So you've pulled a comp from recent sales in an area that you may have a listing appointment in, or you've already obtained the listing and you're wanting to know what to list it for. or you're just trying to create a map in your perspective of selling areas, this is a great thing to do. I would suggest going in and creating one of these for yourself in the area you ideally would like to sell in, and then saving it into your folder, much like I showed you in the first MapRight video. So zoom out, you've got your comp for this property. Try to pull as many as you can within an 8 to 10 mile radius of your prospective listing or your just your selling area. So ideally this map would be a little bit more covered up with comps all around here. Once you've done that, let's go and hop over to the screenshot tool, which would be Shift Command 4. And this is something you will do when you're going on a listing appointment. Screenshot it and then include this in your listing presentation. Like I said earlier as well, you could go to Save As, and if you're just wanting to have a comp map in your prospective area, just know Logan, label it Logan County comps, hit save, and then once it brings you back to the dashboard, drag that up into your folder, save it, and then you always have a comp when someone calls in asking how much their property's worth in Logan County in this area. You've got hopefully 10 to 20 comps to relate to and pull from, and give them the answer they're looking for within a minute over the phone, which makes you stand out, makes you look more prepared and more professional. Hope this video helps, guys. Enjoy.